In this episode of Policy Talks, the Education Minister of Punjab, Vijay Inder Singla, is in an in-depth discussion about the state's education policy with the Centre for Civil Society CEO Yatish Rajawat. Singla, who also was a Congress MP from the Sangrur Lok Sabha constituency from 2009 to 2014, has also represented India at the 2013 UN General Assembly. Singla also holds the portfolio for PWD and is known as an energetic implementer of policies in the Punjab government.
I wanted to understand this, and I have tried in my own way speaking to policymakers across the country to understand why is the budget private school or private school seen as something that needs to be controlled, commanded, and pinned down by the government when it actually serves the interest of the parents. You, in one of your articles, you had mentioned that you have increased the spending on government school by tenfold. But as you know that parents do not prefer to send their children to government school. They're aspirational and they want to send their children to private school. Now, private schools are an important part of the ecosystem. They should be treated as important. They're like micro entrepreneurs. They create a business, they do their business, they provide a service that is important for the society, and they should be allowed to succeed and grow. But why do you think that the government always ends up into a conflict with the private schools?
I don't think so. There is any conflict which our state government has with the private schools. Number one. What you are saying is, I think this is I would say this is a situation which, emerges automatically. As I told you just now in my previous remark, in which I said that there were out of 10,000 schools, 55 schools across the state did not abide by our order. I put my email ID in public domain and I came to know that I got 500 emails from the children, from the teachers who are working in the remote areas to say that we have not been paid salary from last 4 months. There are some schools who are behaving like that. When I became the education minister, the first order which I brought to public domain was that we should not force a child to buy his books or buy his dresses from the tuck shop. He should have an option to either buy it from outside or buy it from the school tuck shop, so that the parent, if he feels that he's getting a dress cheaper outside or he's getting the books cheaper, should be to buy it. I gave that order. Subsequently, some schools started saying that you have to have a particular logo on the shirt or on your pullover or on your waistcoat, so that because now that logo was there by the school, with the school only. So I had to come out with an order that they can sell a badge, maybe of 10 rupees, which he or she can put it on a pullover or on a waistcoat. So my whole idea is, what I'm trying to convey. See, if my children are going to a private school, right? If I have to send my children to a private school, I have to have the confidence there is a confidence level of mine, or I have the paying capacity in my pocket to go to put my child in a private school. But whenever there is this kind of mistrust is there, that is engineered. If some kind of activity is going on in a private school, that is engineered in the mind of a parent at that point of time. There are many schools, those who do a fair job, and once schools are doing a fair job, there are no complaints available. So I think how I look at it is, there are few schools in every state who try to spoil the entire ecosystem of a private school, and ultimately the relationship between the government and the private schools comes under a question mark, or a feeling is generated amongst the parents about how they rate a private school. Otherwise, that's what I said.